Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So, tonight's video, man, is on ERROL SPENCE, and it looks like he's mapped out his whole plan for that damn welterweight division, wanting to fight SHAWN Porter, who he's about to be fighting in September, wanting to fight the winner of MANNY PACQUIAO and KEITH THURMAN, and then wanting to finish off that welterweight division by fighting TERENCE CRAWFORD. And this is coming out in BoxingNews24.com, where it literally states, Spence gives 3-fight plan, Porter, Pacquiao, Thurman winner, then Crawford. It also goes on to state in this article, ERROL SPENCE Jr. has mapped out his 3-fight plan for unifying the welterweight division and facing SHAWN Porter next, followed by the winner of KEITH Thurman versus MANNY PACQUIAO, and then finally Terence Crawford. He also goes on to state in this article, the Terence Crawford fight is going to happen, said Spence to Barbershop Conversations. I'll get the WBC belt from Porter and then hopefully get the winner of KEITH Thurman and Pacquiao, and then we'll put Terence Crawford on the plate, said Spence, quote. Now, with him coming out stating that, dude, I definitely like that plan, definitely a plan that I can rock with. The only thing that I do not like is that situation with that WBA belt, just for the simple fact is this. You got a dude like KEITH Thurman, right? He has already came out publicly stating that he is not trying to fight ERROL SPENCE anytime soon. And now he's trying to fight MANNY PACQUIAO. So if he's able to defend that belt from MANNY PACQUIAO, one of the main things he has stated is that he's not going to be fighting again this year, which I do not like, because that is definitely a dude that needs to stay active, especially coming off of that big-ass layoff. Now, he said he wants to also rematch Danny Garcia and SHAWN Porter. So if he wants those two dudes to be his next 2 fights, I definitely do not see him fighting those 2 dudes until 2020. And I do not see him fighting 3 times in friggin' 2020. Fighting a friggin' Danny Garcia, a SHAWN Porter, and an ERROL SPENCE. Hell no, I definitely do not see that from a dude like KEITH Thurman. So if he do fights those 2 dudes, Danny Garcia and SHAWN Porter, in 2020, then he's definitely not going to be fighting a dude like ERROL SPENCE until 2021. And I already know from what it sounds like from ERROL SPENCE that he's not going to be waiting around for these dudes, because he's already stated that he's trying to finish off this plan at 147, and then he's going to move up to the 154-pound division. And then you got a dude like MANNY PACQUIAO, who I definitely do not see fighting ERROL SPENCE, just for the simple fact is, when he had came out stating that he wanted to fight the winner of ERROL SPENCE and Mikey Garcia, when he got in that ring and it looked like, oh sure, I'll fight ERROL SPENCE, he definitely did not sound like he was sure, and then it definitely didn't seem like he was sure, especially when it came out that he was fighting friggin' KEITH Thurman. And with that being stated, if he is able to win this belt from KEITH Thurman, I definitely do not see him fighting ERROL SPENCE, just for the simple fact is, one of the main names that has came out of MANNY PACQUIAO's mouth is Mikey Garcia. And I definitely see him giving Mikey Garcia a shot if he is able to get that belt off of friggin' KEITH Thurman, because he has stated multiple times that he wants to fight Mikey Garcia, just like Mikey Garcia has stated multiple times that he wants to fight MANNY PACQUIAO. So with ERROL SPENCE having to see who was going to be able to friggin' win that damn belt, KEITH Thurman and MANNY PACQUIAO, I think that's kind of a lose-lose situation for ERROL SPENCE, because I don't think either one of those dudes really want that smoke with ERROL SPENCE anytime soon, especially from KEITH Thurman and MANNY PACQUIAO. He only has one more fight left on that PBC contract after he fights KEITH Thurman, and I definitely think that one fight is going to go to friggin' Mikey Garcia. So I think ERROL SPENCE is probably going to end up moving up to that 154-pound division without being able to be undisputed at welterweight. Now, it also goes on to state in this article where he talks about Terence Crawford, and with that he says, he say a lot, but Bob Arum don't run me. He might run those boys over there at Top Rank Boxing, but he don't run me, said Spence, when told that Crawford's promoter Bob Arum wants him to accept a 45-45-10 split for a unification fight against Terence. If I get 3 belts and Crawford, has got 1, then I'm the A side. I already feel like I'm the A side, said Spence, quote. Now, with that being stated, dude, he is very right. If he does get all the belts, he will pretty much be the A side, but I don't even see him as the A side in the aspect of him having all the belts, just because you can have all the belts and still not be the A side. Just look at Canelo and Triple G. When Canelo went up to fight friggin' Triple G's the one that had all the belts, but Canelo was still the A side because he was the one that was really bringing in the numbers. When he was doing friggin' pay-per-views, even when he would fight a friggin' nobody, he would still do like friggin' 300,000 pay-per-views. Even when he fight that dude, Liam Smith, I think he did like a little over 300,000 300,000 pay-per-views where you had a dude like Triple G who couldn't even break 150,000 pay-per-views. And that's the same thing with friggin' Terence Crawford and ERROL Spence. You got a dude like ERROL Spence who just headlined his pay-per-view fighting Mikey Garcia, with Mikey Garcia being a big name, and they were able to do damn near 400,000 pay-per-views. And you got Terence Crawford, who is on his second pay-per-view. His first pay-per-view when he fought Victor Postal, he only did friggin' 80,000 pay-per-views or something like that. He lost a grip of money on that. And then he was able to only do 150,000 pay-per-views with an even bigger name in Amir Khan, and he still lost money on that. So if you can't even break 150,000 pay-per-views, and you got a dude like ERROL Spence who's doing damn near 400,000 pay-per-views, who would be the A side in that situation? You want to fight me? You're only doing 150,000 pay-per-views, losing money. I'm generating money doing damn near 400,000 pay-per-views. Of course, I'm going to be the A side in the business sense. And he also goes on to state in this damn article, Spence Crawford didn't do good numbers for the Khan fight. And it also goes on to state, when he was asked about that, with his Crawford pay-per-view numbers for the Amir Khan fight, he didn't really do anything, said Spence, about Crawford's recent low pay-per-view numbers for his April 20th title defense against Khan. I just feel like I'm the A-side, period. I just feel like when I get the WBC belt from Porter and the other belt, I'm definitely the A-side, said Spence, which he is very right about, which I pretty much talked about just right now, with him being able to do the bigger numbers and friggin' Terence Crawford actually losing money on friggin' pay-per-views. How in the world can they get a 50-50 when friggin' Terence Crawford is losing money on his friggin' pay-per-views, dude? It just doesn't make any damn sense. And that's another reason, if Bob Arum is trying to interfere in this damn fight, not really trying to friggin' give Spence the friggin' split that he really deserves, because there is no way that this can be a 50-50 fight when Crawford is losing friggin' money and Spence is the one that's generating money. And that also goes on to say, Spence says Crawford has nobody to fight. Crawford has nobody to fight. He can fight Kell Brook, but Kell Brook is washed. Yeah, he washed. Look at his last fight against Michael Sarafa. He got hurt and everything. He washed. Especially at 147, he washed. I think he's past it. He's been hurt and everything. He can't get down to 147. Even I sucked down to 147, said Spence. Now, personally, I would definitely like to see that fight with Terence Crawford and friggin' Kell Brook, but at the same time, it sucks for a dude like Terence Crawford, because Bob Arum has publicly came out stating that he does not have the money to put into a dude like Terence Crawford. That means he does not have the money to friggin' put out this money for opponents like a Kell Brook. And personally, I don't see why, because I don't see him paying a dude like Kell Brook more or just as much money as he paid a dude like Amir Khan. And he's pretty much stating that he's not trying to friggin' invest any money into a dude like Terence Crawford, which sucks when your promoter literally publicly states that he is not trying to invest money into you. When your promoter literally publicly comes out and states he's not friggin' trying to invest money into you, dude, there's friggin' problems, dude. So with that being stated, if your promoter isn't willing to invest money into you and you're trying to get a 50-50 fight with a dude that's being highly promoted and a dude that is generating as much money as an ERROL Spence, dude, they need to friggin' come to terms that that is not going to be a 50-50 fight. Definitely not going to be a friggin' 45-45-10 split. And they need to work out something so they can be able to get that damn fight done. Because you got a dude like Bob Arum who is just known for effing up these dang on big ass fights. And I'm personally hoping that they are able to friggin' rectify this situation so we can get this damn fight going, so these dudes can be able to unify those belts at that welterweight division, and so us fans can be able to get the fights that we want to see before a dude like ERROL Spence moves up to that damn 154-pound division. All right, you guys? So I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of comments, hit me up in the comment section and I'll be sure to hit you guys up. All right, so I hope you like the video. Holla at your boy.
I swear, just wait up behind.